Hi guys, this is Somodhi Samanto. Welcome to my channel. If you want to know more about AWS, please click on the above link where I attach the full playlist. Now in this video, I will be showing you hands-on on how we can create our own virtual server, and we will discuss about EC2 instance. Then we will create our own virtual server, and this will be the fundamental of AWS, and it will be very important for you guys. So please pray and accept. Now I logged in as my root account. As you can see, please log into your root account and in your console type EC2. So here we are in EC2 console, and as we discussed, EC2 is Elastic Compute Cloud, and here we create our own virtual server. So let's go to instances. Let's launch an instance, and here we'll select the operating system. In while creating our own virtual server, either we can select Windows or Linux as we discussed. So I'm going to select Amazon Linux 2 AMI, the first one, as this is free tier eligible. So let's select that. Now, after selecting the OS, you have to select the configuration to the instance types. There's multiple options, but for the first timer, what you have to understand that in your organization, based on your requirement, you have to choose your virtual server. Like if your requirement is compute optimized, you have choosing that. Or let's say your software needs GPU performance, you choose GPU instance. Or let's say you are running database application, you have to choose storage optimize, like that. But we are not going to pay, so we are choosing the free tier eligible. This one will choose, and it will have one CPU or one memory, 1 GB of memory, and low to moderate network performance. So let's configure this one, and one number of instance we'll choose. IAM rule, I had discussed about this, that giving setting IAM rule for instances will give you permission on behalf of you. That instance will have permission to work on behalf of you for in IAM, and I will show you on our upcoming lecture how that works. You don't touch it for now. And in advanced details, under this you have to run one code. You have to give one code. This is the code you have to give, and I will attach this code in my description. You go ahead and copy that code from my description, and yeah, it will work. And I will discuss about this code. I will discuss about this code in my upcoming lecture. And for now, you just copy and paste it here. And then next, add storage. Here you need to add how much storage you need. Is by default 8 is written, and SSD type general purpose SSD is written, so I will not change anything because it's just for demo purpose. So let's go ahead and tag it. Tag is like something we have done in IAM. So let's tag it demo. Let's say demo EC2, and then next, security group. Security group, what is security group? Based on security group, what you are actually doing when you are giving this code means you are configuring one virtual server in your instance, right? So you have to connect to the virtual server. For that, you have to set some specific rules how you can connect. Means like you have type SSH, protocol TCP, port range 22, and source 00 means from everywhere. Means SSH type of connection from for protocol TCP. If you know about network, there's multiple protocol TCP, IP, UDP, like that. Yeah, for TCP protocol, you can connect from everywhere. I'll try to show you from my web browser how to connect it. So let's go ahead and create one HTTP port is 80, and from everywhere I can connect with this. So let's go ahead and review. So basically this is the virtual server we are creating. You can get the details and edit on last time before launching. So let's go ahead and launch. So we'll create one new key pair because we don't have any key pair, and let's go ahead and give a name Samanto. and download the KPI and then launch. This KPI is very important. Please keep it, guys. And your instance is now launching. And if you go ahead and view instance, you see this instance is launching, and it will take 10 to 15 seconds at most. Means within couple of seconds you are launching your own virtual server. This is the power of virtual server, guys. By seconds you are creating your own server, and this is one I created long back, and you can delete it. I'll delete it in my upcoming videos. So this will be the instance we are creating now. So as you can see, it's running. If you right click it and stop it, it will get stopped. And if you terminate it, it will get terminated like this. Means let's say you work on your instance and you don't need it right now. You can go ahead and stop it. Like that, you can stop it, and then you can again go ahead and start after that when you need it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what are the options. So in description you can see that private IP. This is the private IP, and all other information you can see your key pair name we created and everything. And this is the public IP. With this IP, actually you can go ahead and connect to our server. Let's go ahead and try that. So this is the server hello world, and this is our server. Basically in my code, what I have done, I just wrote a simple line of code for hello world. As you can see, hello world. This is the first time we do for in our coding, and this is just an hello world program where in our server when you are connecting our server, it will show hello world, and this is the our private IP. As you can see, you can check from here. This is the private IP 172.31.39.137. This is the private IP, and this is basically it. And if I go ahead and stop it, let's stop it. So instance is stopped, so you can't connect this server right now, right? So go ahead and reload it. As you can see, it will load. It will load and load, but it will never keep on loading, and at last it will say can't connect, because we are pinging that server, but that server is not responding. So that's how we are creating and we are managing our server. And then you can stopping. After getting stopped, you can go ahead and start it. Like that, you can go ahead and start. Okay, so this is very basic information about how virtual server can be created. And in our upcoming lectures, we'll see multiple we'll do multiple operation in our virtual server, and that will be very interesting. And this is very fundamental video. So if you have any question or any queries, please leave a comment and I will gladly reply. If you like my content, please give a thumbs up, and if you love my content, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys. I will see you on my next lecture.